The Pittsburgh Steelers just made a massive trade for Preston Smith, and I think this is a really, really good trade for the Steelers. This is a team that already has a really good defensive line, but with a guy like Smith, they're essentially just adding depth. They're adding more upside to an already pretty solid defensive line. And I love the pick with a guy like Preston Smith because this guy can not only play on the outside, but he gives you the versatility to jump to the inside. This guy can play the 5 tech, the 4-eye, he can play the 3 technique. This guy can do a lot of different things, and I think for a team like the Steelers, this just made a ton of sense. You see on this play here, he's going to do a great job being able to beat one of the best tackles in the NFL in Penei Sewell. It's just a really, really good move. He's going to initially start the pass rush towards the outside. He's going to jump to the inside. He's going to rip with the left arm. And look at him utilize the hands to remove the arm that Penei Sewell has on him. And he ends up beating one of the best tackles in the NFL on this one. So really, really good job right there by Preston Smith to be able to beat Penei Sewell. The quarterback does get the ball out, but it is an incomplete pass. Just a really, really good job. But there's a lot of really good reps from Preston Smith, specifically in pass pro. And that's kind of what we're going to start with, just to kind of get into this. You're going to get another one right here. So really good pass rush once again. This time going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars starting left tackle. And you see Smith here just straight up beat the left tackle here with a really nice move. He's going to essentially just bull rush this guy. And as he bull rushes the left tackle leans to the left a little bit. You can see Preston Smith then utilize that leverage. Left hand's going to push down, right arm's going to come over the top. And it's a quick win right there. Again, it's a winning rep by Preston Smith, and this is what he'll bring to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're essentially bringing in a guy that can pass rush, that can win in one-on-one situations. And with the Green Bay Packers, the Packers have a very, very deep defensive line. Preston Smith wasn't really a full-time starter with them. But again, you do see a lot of good plays on tape. You see a lot of different pass rush moves and techniques that this guy utilizes to be able to beat the guy in front of him and to generate pressure to the quarterback. Now, one of the things we do have to recognize is that Smith is 31 years old, right? So he's not as young as he once was, but this is a guy that's fine-tuned in his technique and a guy that comes in that's rotating in with the Steelers, a guy that can play inside, outside. There's a lot of upside with this guy, right? So you see him going up against the Rams left tackle here, and you see him once again just utilize that same exact move. He almost tries to long arm this, and then with that, he pushes with that left arm. He brings the right arm over the top. It's a move that wins, right? It's a consistent move that he's able to get to the quarterback. Now, the thing I like with Smith is that he does change it up, right? So it's not just that one move we've kind of looked at. And he does set guys up. And on this one here, it's a great example of that. So that last play where he beat the left tackle was just 2 plays earlier. So 2 plays later, you're going to see him put that left hand in the tackle. And instead of jumping to the inside the way you would think, he's going to instead jump to the outside. He's going to pull with the left hand as well, right? So essentially on one play, he'll put the left arm in a guy. He'll swim to the inside on the next one. He'll push with the left hand, then he'll pull forward with that same hand, ultimately using the quickness to get around a guy. And that's the upside that this guy has when it comes to rushing the quarterback. Now, he has shown us other moves as well, like this one as an example. This was about 4 plays after that last play. Although he wasn't actually getting home on those, the quarterback obviously got the ball away. On this one, he does end up getting home, right? You see 2 guys get there kind of at the same time. But again, it's just a really good move where he's able to spin to the inside, right? The initial move doesn't necessarily work. He recognizes pretty early that it's not going to end up working. He's going to try to punch with the left hand, bring the right arm underneath. It's really a ghost move because he's not actually trying to push with that left hand. And because it doesn't work, he's going to end up spinning back to the inside. And you can see that this guy thought about this pass rush, right? He thought about the idea of how he's going to be able to beat this right tackle. Just a really good job with the pass rush plan. Preston Smith is obviously a veteran with a lot of different pass rush moves. He has a legit plan. This year, Preston Smith's played a little bit over 300 snaps. He does have 3 quarterback sacks on the season as well as a couple of quarterback hits. But keep in mind, a lot of these plays, the quarterback's getting the ball out. So although there's plays like this where he's winning, he's generating pressure, he gets close to getting to the quarterback. The Packers weren't able to do a great job on the back end. To me, I also don't think the Green Bay Packers scheme is that great on the defensive side. So Preston Smith, a lot of the times, did not get home. Now, I think the one benefit that a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers get is that they have a much better scheme on that defensive side. So when Preston Smith gets close, when he's almost getting to the quarterback, well, the back end holds up and there's a chance he'll be able to ultimately get to the quarterback. And although if you guys look at this guy's stats, they're not absolutely eye-flashing. If you guys look at the actual win percentage, right? I think it's ESPN that measures the pass rush win percentage. This guy's winning his reps. This guy's actually beating the guy he's lined up across from. Here's another example of that. You're going to see him get the left hand into this guy. He's going to essentially try to bull rush him. You can see he picks this guy up, and then even with the right hand, he's going to fork up the arm, which is another great thing this guy has in his toolbox. And look at him just get right around this guy. So push, fork, kind of toss to the side here. He does end up running right into his own guy, but they get the sack regardless on this one. And although he didn't get the sack on that last one, he's going to end up beating the right tackle on this one. Just a really, really good move. It's quick. He's effective. He ends up beating the tackle. Absolutely love this move here. He is going up against the backup tackle on this one. But just look at the move, man. Right hand lands left hand punches. And keep in mind, the right hand isn't actually striking. The right hand is just to make this offensive tackle think he has something to punch. Really, that left hand's doing all the work. And you can see it's just a quick win. Right arm ends up coming over the top. And you can see it's just a quick win. Right arm ends up coming over the top. And just like that, he's going to get to the quarterback on this one. Just a really, really good rep. And although Preston Smith has a ton of pass rushing upside, I think he actually might be a better run defender than he is a pass rusher. Right, he does get to the quarterback. Play in, play out. He's generating pressure. He's getting to the quarterback. But I think there's a chance this guy's a better run defender. And you can kind of just look at the body structure. Right, he's strong. He's physical at the point of attack. And I want to just show you guys a couple of snaps where this guy is defending the run. You can see him playing on the inside on this one. And he's going to do a great job being able to just dominate the tight end. And he's going to end up just getting right back into the running back here. Just a really, really good job on this one. Be able to get downfield, make the play, just be aggressive, physical. And that's the type of player Preston Smith is as a run defender. And I think that's something that the Pittsburgh Steelers don't necessarily have, right? They have guys that are quick and fast and explosive like TJ Watt, guys like Alex Highsmith and Nick Herbig. And then they have guys that are like true one tech, they're true two-eye tech. But they don't have those guys that can kind of line up in between, right? And I think Preston Smith's one of those guys that's done a really good job against the run, and I think he's going to have a lot of success for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm excited to really analyze as this guy gets with the Steelers, as he starts to kind of play with the Steelers, and just, watch how this guy's able to help this already stacked defense, right? Here's another one where he's going to end up doing a great job with the hands. Tight ends have almost no shot to be able to block Preston Smith. At the point of attack, this guy basically controls the tight end, right? And keep in mind, this is a zone run to the right. So Smith setting that edge is a big part of this play ultimately not working. So that's a really, really good job right there by Smith to land the hands right to the inside and ultimately blow this one up. This one ended up losing about 2.5 yards. Overall, I feel like this pickup by the Pittsburgh Steelers was a very, very, very high reward, low risk type of move, right? You're essentially giving up a 7th round pick for a guy that, it might be a 1-year rental, but if the Steelers are going to try to win the championship this year, if they're going all in, they want to get the best possible defense. This guy makes you a much better defense, right? This guy makes you as a team a lot better on that side because of just the way he's able to defend the run, the way he's able to control at the point of attack. You'll see another one here where you have a pretty simple down block, and you just see the control, man. Look at that. Look at the control. He gets his hands on this tight end. He bench presses him. He tosses him to the side. Obviously, the play ends up getting made, but he's right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, consider subscribing. We are obviously covering the Pittsburgh Steelers on this channel. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another video.